Another one away. You hear that one?
I heard it.
He's down there a ways.
I lost a knock. I'll have one arrow.
Don't worry, I got arrows.
I feel like this one's going to the rest of them.
We're in a good spot. Hey, we don't have to F this all up either right now. We got all day.
I mean, they're bugle. There's no point in rushing.
No, and I mean we're sticking them, and they're working this drain, obviously.
Like, I hate to call to them too much because they're gonna keep looking, you know.
Yeah.
Especially
He's right there. All morning, pretty much argued with each other, and let's just hold on. There he is, right there.
oh, yep. He's gonna come out of the tree. He's hang on. I see it. He's behind the tree.
Oh,
right there.
He's coming straight at us.
No, he's walking to the left.
Is that a cow I'm looking at?
One I'm seeing walking to the left.
Are you looking up in the trees?
I'm looking up in that thick Christmas tree shit.
So we've busted our butts all morning, and we really didn't have much luck this morning. We finally heard a bugle, and it's been extremely difficult for us to locate the bugle. We couldn't tell how far it was down here. We knew these elk were pretty far down the basin based on the sign that we saw yesterday and the bugles. So, you know, we kept trying to find a way down here, and we finally found a pretty good way. And some of this oak bush is a little taller, and we're able to get in here a little easier. But it's been a mental grind, but we finally have located the elk, and they're within 500 yards of us right now, headed in this dark timber right at the bottom of the creek. So we're gonna try to make a move. There's no guarantee that we get this on film though, because we're fired up and we're trying to get it done this time and kind of throw the cameras behind. So we'll see what happens here. So we've got two different bulls bugling now. We dropped off. We're gonna go after the other one, who's a big one, and we heard one sound off pretty close to us. So we're gonna go ahead and get low down here in this main creek basin. See if we can't make a move.
It's day 2, I guess. We've been here 2.5. The first day we didn't get in here till about 3 o'clock. So this is really just the second full day we've had hunting, and we heard a bull the last 2 mornings, way down below us, probably 1,500 feet, 2,000 feet below us. Got rode in on horses and got camp set up at about 9,200 feet, and all the bulls we've been hearing have been at the very bottom of the basin. So we've tried to get down here twice now, and both times we got so far down in, it just got so thick we couldn't go any farther. So today though, we went way around, dropped all the way in, and actually spotted the bull we've been hearing. And I'm not a great judge of bulls, but living out here in Colorado, I've seen a few, and it's probably the biggest one I've seen. So it's a pretty big bull in here. He's got a bunch of cows with him. We glassed him up, dropped down probably another 800 feet from where we seen him, had to cut over a basin or two. Now I'm all the way down here at the bottom. I actually got separated from Cheek and Hunter. We actually take 2. So it's day 2. We've actually been in here 3 days, but this is only our second full day of hunting because we rode in the first day. We've been hearing some bulls way down at the bottom. We're camped way up at 9,200 feet. Tried to get on them the last 2 mornings, and just we would get down to about 8,200 feet, about 1,000 feet below our camp, and just couldn't go any farther, to the point just almost wanted to panic, because you get in stuff that's so thick you don't know if you can get out. So this was the first morning. We kind of went scouting last night and found a route we thought maybe we could get down, and we took it down this morning and was kind of chasing the same bugles we've heard the last 2 mornings, and we were actually able to get all the way down to the very bottom. We're about 7,500 feet right now. I actually got separated from Cheek and Hunter. We heard 2 bulls. One was kind of right below us, and we glassed one big bull up on this this basin I'm in right now, and I think they went after the other bull, and I kind of charged ahead to try to get to this basin, and got all the way here. He was still bugling at about 10:30, and I tried to grab my bugle and it fell off my pack somewhere while I was busting brush. So got all the way in here. We did a few cow calls for about an hour. Nothing showed up. So, but it seems like we found a way down in here. It took us, I mean, we left camp this morning at I think 5:30, and we were hauling it to the bottom, and I think we didn't even get down here till about 9 o'clock. So it took us about 4 hours to get to the bottom. So, but we glassed a big bull. I've only lived in Colorado for a year, but it's the biggest bull I've seen since I've been out here. So he had a bunch of cows with him, but he was screaming his head off till about 10:30 this morning. He did the same thing the last 2 days. So we still got about 3 full days of hunting. I really think if we could get down in here before dark, have to leave real early from camp, but if we can get down in here, this is where they're hanging out, and hopefully we can get on one of these bulls and get an arrow in one.
All right, guys, so the last time that I talked to you, we were about a mile away from where we're at now, and at least 1,000 feet lower. We went all the way to the bottom of the basin after those elk, and we had 2 bugling. We had one just off to our left, and we didn't really know the terrain that well. We knew that creek was down there. And then we had the one that we spotted, and we started working down the edge after the one that bugled real close to us, and we got split away from Jordan. Me and Cheek went down one direction of the hill with the wind in our favor, and Jordan went down the other end, and we were kind of hoping to cut that bull off that bugled. And he wasn't ever in there. I think he was on the other side of the creek, and the creek was so gnarly, just full of dark timber, that most of that dark timber was on the other side, and he just shut up at that time that we got in there. He probably bedded up, and we haven't seen Jordan since. We couldn't get out of that creek. We were wanting to fall it down to the other elk, and we couldn't fall it down. It was a cliff. It's just, this terrain out here is insane. We've never seen anything like it, honestly. It's been god awful, and we're gonna hike our way all the way back up to where our camp's at, and it's been real tough for us because we've located all the elk, a big bull down there, and we got to hunt down every morning. You know, the thermals are pushing our wind down, and it's just, the camp's so far away. It's like, man, if we kill one in here, we're gonna have to hike this thing out. It's gonna take 3 days. But me and Cheek almost ran out of water on the way back, and we happened to come back to the creek that we've been crossing a little bit, and we just took a breather, and it's taking us forever to get out of here. I think we left out of there about noon, and we don't plan on getting back to the camp till at least 6. So if you haven't ever experienced something like this out here, it's kind of like a make or break type of deal. You'll find out who you really are pretty dang quick, but we're pushing through, and we're gonna hopefully get on at some other point in the week. I don't know how much motivation we've got left. I mean, we're seeing them, but it's extremely tough.
So just to kind of put things into perspective, which I don't know that you can, but down here at the very bottom is where we came from.
Can't see it.
This morning, and we've made it back up here in decent time. I mean, he fell through some stuff in the creek and got his feet wet. So we're gonna try to get back and hopefully get with Jordan here. We've got a little bit ways to go. This is a trail. Actually, it's a horse trail, about the only one on our side. And our camp's just up here in these trees. So let's keep on trucking.
And I didn't mean to do it, but I fell into him and twisted my knee. And I was sitting there whistling. I was like, guys, like, because I needed help out.
Damn.
Did you hear us cow calling, trying to see where you were at?
I was cow calling you.
We couldn't hear.
We
went right back to where we were at when we were all together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the way we came out. Back up there.
I got down in there, and I mean, I my knee up, and I was trying to get a hold of you guys. And after like a half hour, I was like, they must have went the other way.
Yeah.
They should have just called us on our telephones.
My phone don't work.
No one's phone works.
So
I climbed out and went all the way down to that dark timber, and I got right down in it, and he went.
Oh, he was in there still.
And I didn't have a bugle.
Is there any?
Guess what?
I got in there, I lost my bugle.
Guess what? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was hoping you still had that one because I was gonna cut the.
That's what I was gonna do. I got all the way down in there, and the thing fucking bugled.
Cow calls now, fellas.
I reached back to grab my bugle to scream at him, and I was like, "Where the is it at?"
Yeah.
It was gone.
Same thing. It pulled.
I cow called, but I mean.
I had mine strapped down in there.
Yeah. His is still strapped where it was.
And it pulled out somehow. When we were coming up with the creek, it was gone.
That bungee thing literally wrapped around and it ripped my buckle apart.
So how did you?
I got down in there.
You didn't bust him out.
No.
So he's still in there.
I think. I mean, he
so
bugled real hard. I went right to the creek. I didn't go any farther. I didn't go up in there.
Good.
Right on the edge. And I cow called thinking, well, maybe he'll come. And he never did, but the wind was right in my face.
So
But getting out of there was, I'm guessing you guys just got back?
Did you? Yeah. Did you go out the same way we came in?
No.
Or did you come over? Did you go the ridge they were on?
No. I came out.
It actually turned out all right.
I didn't even come out the ridge we came on. I actually went over a little farther because there was more meadows.
Where that rock's at coming down, kind of.
Mm-hmm. But my knee was hurting.
Was it pretty good getting out though?
Wasn't bad. You can get in there pretty easy.
So for tomorrow, we still got an idea to get down in there.
I don't know. Honestly, my knee is swelling up.
Did you take ibuprofen?
Yeah.
I got some too.
I twisted it so hard, like.
Drink some of that whiskey too.
Like, I don't know. But we don't have a fucking bugle tube. We're gonna have to make.
We can cow call. We can get right in with him. We almost did it today.
We gotta piss him off and bugle.
I know, but like, it's just the only hope we got, really.
No, we can. We're gonna figure.
If we can figure something out.
We're gonna figure something out. All I was thinking the whole way back was, God, if Hunter was me, if you were me,
if I had a bugle,
if you got to where I was at when he bugled and you ripped off, I think, for one, I didn't want to get any closer because I didn't have a bugle. But if you could have got right, I was up in with him.
You never did see him though. You just know you're real close.
I glassed him.
In the thick stuff.
No, I glassed him from the ridge. But
where we were at.
I seen him.
How big?
I seen him
huge.
I seen him
bigger than the ones at Estes Park.
He's like the 390 that they're talking about, probably.
I don't know how to score him,
but yeah,
he looks like the ones in Bass Pro Shop. Okay. That's what I know.
Okay.
I mean, he came.
Well,
he stood there for a minute. It's not like he just cut through and I kind of seen him. He popped up and he turned his head and his horns went all the way back and just touched his ass.
Dude, we gotta get him.
And I would say that's why. I mean, that's the herd bull. He's with all the cows. I saw 4 or 5 cows in there. I'm not you, Hunter. Those things.
They're tucked back.
Tines. They went all the way back to his ass. That's why when I seen him, I was like, holy.
So got showers and everything.
Yeah.
I
saw the storm coming.
Oh yeah, I thought we were screwed. I thought we were screwed.
And I was trying to get back to you guys. I was like, they gotta just be up here. They gotta just be up here.
We were, but we went up the knob they came on. Okay, so here's the predicament that we're in. We have found a huge bull. We know what he's doing. We think down to a T almost.
Right, twice in the same day.
We were so close to him this morning, but the terrain that we've hunted in, he's broke his bugle tube, and
lost it. Don't even have it.
Well, yeah, mine was tucked in this side pouch with 2 straps on it. And we come up out of the thick creek, fighting for our lives to get back up. And lo and behold, I reach back because I'm OCD on stuff, trying not to lose it. I reach back and I go, son of a, you know what? It's gone. So we've got 3 days still to kill just a giant bull, and that's the only thing that's keeping us going, because I'm telling you, this is the toughest hunting you can even get in. But our initial thoughts here, we're working with some interesting stuff. We got some water down here in this water jug. Then those are plastic cups.
They're plastic, but we have tin foil. What if we lined it with tin foil?
Anyways, we're gonna come up with something tonight to make a homemade bugle and see if we can't get it done.
Don't mind me.
So,
I'm just being the camp mom.
Stay tuned. We'll see if it sounds any good. If not, we're just gonna have to cow call, I guess. But we think if we can piss this bull off enough, he'll come in and give us, you know, the opportunity of a lifetime. So, no big deal.
We're gonna do it.
I think I've only done this once before, so.
Cool.
Got it. Got the action.
Today is day 3. Me and Jordan have been very proactive. We've come up with a game plan today. We got up a little early and we've hiked a long way down to basically what we're going to call point 0, which is the bottom of the basin, in hopes that this bull is doing what we think he was doing yesterday and the day before, which is working. He's working around this edge down here at the bottom. There's a creek and it kind of bends around this point, and he's had his cows on both sides. And Jordan ended up following him yesterday morning into the thick dark timber down there, and we've been hearing him every morning down here bugling. So we've busted our butt to get down here, and it's going to be a heck of a ride on the way out. We got to get out of here about noon just to make it back to camp by dark. So we're going to take a sketchy climb down, try to get on his level, because our wind's wrong right now. We've got to risk it though to even get in here and get a shot at one. We're hoping that they're a little higher than us here in the morning, or we can get around the side. But we're going to sit here, glass a minute, try out our new bugle, the water bugle, and see if we can't make something out of this. This is a heck of a bull, and it'd be a once in a lifetime opportunity if we can get a shot at him this morning and make it all worth it.
This isn't the way I came out. This is the way I came in, I guess.
Well, we happened to get back in the same area that we were in yesterday, and we haven't bugled in a while. It's a good thing. We don't have to use the plastic water jug anymore. He just found his old bugle.
So we busted it. I broke the reed out of it, so we're gonna have to cut a hole, and Hunter's gonna just have to bugle through the tube, but it should echo and carry.
Give us a little more growl to the than the.
Carry a little better.
Yeah, and we're right where we need to be here in a minute. So.
Not just snatch her off of Yeah, it's day 3. Me and Hunter got down all the way down to the bottom again, the second time in a row. We spotted up some spikes coming down. We actually bumped a cow that went down and crossed the river. Hiked all the way back up. We just got back to the top, back by camp. It actually started to ice on us tonight. The temperatures dropped probably 15 degrees, I think. We're kind of hoping that way up top up there, maybe some of the elk that are way up top might drop down. We're hoping maybe it snowed or something way up on the peaks, so Maybe some of the ones that are up high might come down tonight, and maybe we can catch something in the morning coming down the mountain instead of us having to go all the way to the bottom. So we're gonna go back to camp, get something to eat, and get dry. We're soaking wet right now, so try to get back after them. Maybe this afternoon, we'll see. Yeah, use that plastic.
There's a bunch of it in there. I don't know if you want to break it up.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, burn. Super hot.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ready for this?
Are you gonna pour it in there first
I'm
or
gonna
on
go-
your taco?
I'm going in here. I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
straight in.
Salsa in.
Salsa in. We got dinner tonight is by Mrs. Renfro.
All right. Starting to feel like a cooking channel.
Oh shit.
Here's the tortillas on top of the wood stove. Trying to make sure we don't burn them.
Whoa! Whoa! Salsa's hot. This is a backcountry burrito if I've ever seen one.
First bite, let's see what it is.
Oh, it's gonna be spicy. Oh. Oh, that's good. I'd eat this at home. I'm not even in a tin. I'd make this at home and just tell people I made breakfast.
Well, froze salsa. Jordan mixed his in. I'm gonna actually just put some on top. Not too much because he said it was hot.
That's spicy stuff.
I don't mind spicy, but I'd rather taste it than burn all night.
He's going taco style.
Is that not how you did it?
I rolled mine.
Oh, yeah,
You
we
do
go
it.
taco style.
You do what you want.
It's pretty good. I mean, the tortilla on the outside is, you can see it. Got a little burn on the outer edge here, just like the burns out there. This is legit though.